Sinful Gaming. Hope you're all doing well, hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, hope you're all fighting that war against the grey. Today's video, we've got a Warhammer Age of Sigmar battle report. It's going to be 2,000 points of Ogor Mawtribes, Beastclaw Raiders versus the Maggotkin of Nurgle. We're going to be playing a Warcoda scenario. For those who don't know what Warcoda is, you can head on over to a link in the video's description to AOS Shorts, where he and many other influential people within the Warhammer Age of Sigmar community, including Tyler from Warhammer Weekly and other people around, have put together some new battle plans for Warhammer Age of Sigmar to give us more ways to play the game. The idea is that, if you remember, in 2nd edition Warhammer Age of Sigmar, we had about 18 different scenarios, and many of those scenarios that we had in that system have been dropped. So what we're now looking at doing is looking at building up those scenarios, things like focal points, which we will be playing today. Focal points, for those who remember, is the scenario where you used to have 5 objectives. In this one, we're going to have 4 objectives, and if you control the 2 points across the table that are opposite, lengthways, or horizontally or vertically, you will get an extra point. So there's some real cool stuff. You can read up the full scenarios. They're free to download. Go on into the link, check out AOS Shorts, and let us know what you think. And if you've had some experience with Warcoda scenarios as well, let us know down in the video's description how you've been going with them and what you think of them. All feedback is amazingly important, as it helps everyone involved get to put this together and make it something better for the entire Warhammer Age of Sigmar community. With that said though, let's go check out the armies and let's get cracking on with the game. Right, and here we have 2,000 points of Ogor Mawtribes. The Frostlord on Thundertusk is going to be our general. It's going to have the artifact Frostfang and the Winter Touch command trait, both of which must be taken because we're in the Winterbite sub-faction. He's then going to have the Alfgar Ancient as his mount trait for his monster. We've then got our first Huskar. The one there with the chain trap is going to have Keening Gale, and the other one is going to have Pulverizing Hailstorm. Rest of the army, we've got a Thundertusk Beast Rider as battle line, 2 units of 2 Mournfang Cav, 4 Frost Sabers, and an Icebrow Hunter. Lastly, we're, for our grand strategy, going to have Beastmaster, so one of our monsters has to survive the battle. We're also underneath points of the Nurgle, so we're going to get a once per game +1 to wound. And so, 2,000 points of Nurgle. We're going to have a Thricefold Empowerment Battalion, which means we're going to get an extra artifact. So we've got our General, the Great Unclean One, with the sword, is going to have Nurgling Infestation as his command trait. He's got the Wither Stave and the spell Flaming Weapons. Our second Great Unclean One is going to have Nurgle's Nail and Stream of Corruption as his spell. And then Rodigus is going to have Fleshy Abundance. We've then got 2 units of Plague Bearers, a Beast of Nurgle, and 3 Nurglings there rounding out the army. Before we get into today's video, we'd like to give a special thanks to our channel sponsors. First of all, to Mithras Games, who provides us with all our amazing game mats for the channel. Terrainheim, who provides us with MDF terrain and the amazing trackers you see in games like Warhammer Age of Sigmar on the channel. The Dice Guy for supplying us with amazing dice, and Monty's Tabletop Terrain for supplying us with fantastic 3D printed terrain at an affordable price. Thank you all for your support on the channel. If you'd like to go and have a look at any of these companies, we'll leave links to all 4 of them down in the description of the video. So armies are deployed down on the table piece of chaos. We've got our Huskar down here with the Thundertusk Beast Riders. Got the Mournfang Cav in the middle and up the top flank there, and then we've got our Frostlord and the other Huskar in the center. The Hunter and the Frost Sabers are in ambush. Across the other side of the table for the Nurgle, we've got the Great Unclean One with the Bell and some Plague Bearers. The Beast, Great Unclean One, that is Rodigus, and the Plague Bearers in the center, and then the General off down on this flank. So, top of the turn, first round's going to go to the Maggotkin of Nurgle. They've chosen to go first. So, they've chosen Ferocious Advance, picking the 3 units here as the ones to complete the run, and then we're going to go into Heroic Actions. You're going to try and generate a command point with which character?
Go Rodigus.
Rodigus, 4+. Rodigus does not. I'll try and do it with my Frostlord. He does. Got heroic leadership on the Frostlord. Right, so counting up contagion points, we've got 1 for each of the trees on the table so far. Then we get 3 for having Nurgle units in our own territory, plus we've got the Great Unclean on the belt. We'll roll to see what he gives. Cocked, go again. 6, that means you get D3 extra, so we're going to be 5+3, so you're going to be straight up to 8 contagion points. Turn 1. Wow. Alright, so into Magic, Rodigus is going to start with Fleshy Abundance. Goes off on an 8. on the Plague Bearer unit.
Plague Bearers.
Yep. His second spell. And so he's going to go Deluge of Nurgle, his War Scroll spell. An 8.
Goes off.
That'll go off. So, alright, so 7 dice for his Deluge of Nurgle. Every 5+ he gets to pick a unit to do D3 mortal wounds to. So 3. So which 3 units do you want to apply D3 mortal wounds to?
Go 1, 2.
And that's my other leader down here.
That one.
Yeah, the three leader monsters. So D3 to the Huskard up top. For 3. To my general. For 2. And then to my other Huskard down here. 1. 3, 2, 1. Nice, easy. And so on the Great Unclean one down here, Flaming Weapon needs a 5 to cast. Goes off. With ease. He's going to go Mystic Shield on himself as well. For an 8, so that's going to go off.
Yeah.
So the one up here is going to go Arcane Bolt, needs a 5 to cast as well. 3 and 4, 7, cast. And so, end of the turn, we've got disease. We gain another one because we're in combat, so 4 disease points all up. I take 1. So, with that, it's time for priority. Ogres, got a 2. Nurgle, got a 5. They definitely need that. So, Rodigus is going to start with Deluge of Nurgle. Goes off on a 7. So roll 7 dice. Every 5 up, he gets to pick a unit to do D3 mortal wounds to. Oh, 6 units. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all the units on the table.
Cool.
Everyone takes D3 mortal wounds. So D3 on the Mournfang. For 2, so that'll take him up to 3. D3 on the Huskard here. For 2. He will get a 6-up ward thanks to that mystical terrain, which he fails both. Of course he does. On the Frostlord for 2. On the other Mournfang for 2. On the Beast Riders for 3. And on the other Huskard here for 1. Rodigus' second spell, he'll go Fleshy Abundance. Goes off on the Plague Bearers. Moving over here, Flaming Weapon on your big dude. Goes off. And then, so he's going to go Mystic Shield on himself as well. Goes off. Arcane Bolt with him to begin with. Goes off. And then for his second spell, he's going to go with Plague Wind. 6 fails to cast, doesn't he? Needs a 7. Yeah, so no, does not cast. With that, that's the end of your hero phase. I'll go into movement and we'll come back after all of it's done. Alright, so time for some shooting after the movement. You can see all the Great Unclear ones are pretty much just moved up. And so, the Great Unclear one here is going to vomit on the Huskard. D6 shots for 6. And then, what does he need to hit? 3s to hit. That's a disease point. And it's the only hit. And 3s? 2s. Rend?
3, damage 2.
Oh, 4, 5, 6. So I got a 6. No, I don't even get a save. So just take damage. Sorry, what?
2.
Damage 2. So 2 ward saves on 6 pluses. Passed 1. So we go up to 5. He's taken and pop a disease on him. Alrighty, so charges. We're going to start with the Great Unclean one up here. That's an 8. Not enough. He needs a 9. Is he going to spend a command point? Yeah. Go for it. Got the 10. And the Great Unclear one here is going to charge my other Huskard. He's in as well. Plague Bearers will charge. I got a 6. The Beast will charge as well. So 5. So he's just going to go kaplunk. And then Rodigus will charge. With an 8. So after we've done the charge with the Beast as well, on a 2+, he'll do the Mortal Wounds. D3 Mortal Wounds to my Frostlord. For 3, ouch. So Frostlord up to 6 taken. And then Monstrous Rampages. So Frostlord's going to Titanic Duel Rodigus. And then I'll go with... This guy's going to roar at your dude.
Cool.
And then you're going to use your Mountain of Flesh on there. Alright, so yeah, Mountain of Loathsome Flesh. He's going to Titanic Duel me back. And then... Yeah, so we're going to go Deluge of Flesh. Titanic Duel from Rodigus is actually going to go here because it's within 3 inch. And then you're going to roar my Huskard. So We'll start with your Mountain of Loathsome Flesh on 2+.
Cool.
Yep, so he does 4 mortal because he's undamaged.
Yep.
So 6 up wards from past 2, so take 2, so I go to 7. Rodigus will then Titanic Jewel. He doesn't need to do anything. I'm going to try and roar at your Great Unclean One there, so 3+. I don't. You've then got a roar down here as well. What's it going to be? Which you successfully. So I can't use command points down here. And then 2 Titanic Jewels. You're there, but I'm into Rodigus.
Yep.
Alrighty, so Great Unclean One down here is going to attack the Huskard first. Cool, so he's using all-out attack as well, so that means you hit on...
3s.
3s.
1 disease.
All hit.
All hit.
And then a disease point as well. Checking them up. And then what do you win on?
3s.
3s. So Rend.
Rend 2.
The 2. So I got a 6 up save on the Huskard. And that is damage a lot.
So that's damage. How many did you say, sir?
4. I failed them all.
So it'll be 20 damage.
Yeah, 20 damage. That just removes him off the table. So, realise we just made a little mistake. He rolled 3s to hit. I'm -1 to hit thanks to my chilling aura. However, doesn't matter because he still did 10 damage and I had enough wounds that would have killed me anyway. So he didn't do 20 damage. He did 10 damage, but he still wiped my model out. I'm going to attack back with the Huskard up here into that Great Unclean One. So we're going to be punches and kicks, needing 3s to hit. All hit. And 4s to wound. 1 wound on your Great Unclean One. No rend.
4 up save. No.
And 5 up ward. 6, so saved. And I'll put a disease point back on me. And then the Huskard with 3 to hit on his Colossal Tusks. Hits with everything. And 3s to wounds. Wounds with everything. These are -1 on your Great Unclean One. 4 of them. Failed 1. 4 up base save, yeah?
Yep.
So D3 damage for 1. Ugh, horrible. So you take a wound.
Yep.
Right, Rodigus is piling in, going to attack my Huskard. I am going to use all-out defense. So Rodigus is +1 to hit already. So he's got his Bog Bark Staff, or whatever it's called.
Yep. So
3s.
yeah, he's on 3, so that's 2 disease.
Yep. So it's going to pop me up to 4 disease.
That's +1, isn't it? Yeah.
And
3s again.
just 1.
1.
Rend.
Rend 1.
Rend 1, so that puts me back to my normal save of 4 up. Saved.
Saved.
D3 attacks. This is from his mouth thing.
Yep. So that's 3.
And then +1 to hit from Titanium Shield.
So he's on a
2 hits.
2 hits. And wounds on a 2.
Rend on these.
Rend 2.
So it's going to be 5 up. Nope. Damage.
2.
2. 6 up wards. Thanks to Mystical. Past 1. So turn to 8. And then the Nurglings attacking as well. I'm going to try and get some 6s here and I could be in trouble. So that's another 2, so that pops me up to 6 disease, but 5s to hit. You hit 4 times? 5 times.
5 times.
And 5s? Nothing.
No.
Alrighty, so then Rodigus is going to get targeted by my Frostlord. So we're going to hit on 2s, thanks to our Titanic Jewel. And then wound on 3s. Oh, just 1. That is Rend 1.
So 5.
Damage 3. Take 2 on Rodigus.
Yep.
And then we've got my punches and kicks. 2s to hit. And the Frostlord is 2 wounds, no rend.
4s.
So both. And then the Colossal Tusks, 2s to hit. All hit. And then needing, at the current state, we are 3s to wound. It is 3 at -1.
5s.
Stop saving these. Damage D3 for 3. Take another 3 on Rodigus. Alright, so this Great Unclean One into my Huskard, so 5 attacks. -1 to hit, so 4s to hit.
So 3.
And
3s.
2. Any rends?
Rend 1.
Rend 1, so he's going to be on 4-ups. Save both. Ooh, I might live.
The ball blade 4 attacks. So he's -1 to hit.
Yep.
So he's on a 4.
So Barbblade hitting on 4 thanks to my -1 to hit. 2 hits. Got a disease, so it ticks me up to the magic 7.
And 3s again.
2. So we are negatives.
1. Rend 1.
So 4-ups. Save 1, fail 1, damage.
3.
Oh, so 6-up wards. Nope, take 3. And then the Nurglings on 5s and 5s are maxed out of disease anyway. But you would have put on like 7 disease points there.
Yeah.
Or
How many's that?
7.
7.
Yeah, you would have maxed me out anyway. Thanks to Nurgle's nail, but then 5s. I've got 1, so this, do I die to a Nurgling instead of dying disease? No. So now you've got to roll. Well, you've still got all your Plague Bearers and your Beast there as well. Plague Bearers next attacking. 2 of them are going to go on the Huskard. He just wants to make sure it dies. They both miss anyway. The 2 into the Frostlord then.
Yep.
So they both hit though.
And
No, only 1 hit because you're -1 because
yep.
you're forced to hit naturally.
and 3.
Nothing.
Nothing.
And then your Beast. So the Beast hitting on 5s with -1 to hit. Just 1 hit.
3.
And wounds.
Rend 1.
Frostlord don't care. D6 attacks from his own profile for 4.
So he's still on 5 now.
And nothing.
Nothing.
Right, disease, we'll start off with ones that aren't really important. That one, nothing. My Frostlord does take 1. And then 7 on the Huskard. He's got to go and do a mortal wound here. So 3. Triple 6s coming up from that mystical. Seen it here. Oh, I got 1. That was the first time. But no, he does go down. Alright, so Ogor Mawtribes turn 2. We're going to pick Bring It Down, targeting Rodigus this turn. And then we're also going to go Finest Hour, and you've gone Finest Hour on Rodigus for our heroic actions for the turn. Other than that, we've got no prayers because you killed all my priests. So it's just into movement, and we'll come back after all of it's done. And so movement's all done. We're converging everything onto Rodigus, and we've also brought in the Hunter and the Hounds at the back there. Shooting phase, we're going to go with our Frost Wreath Ice into Rodigus with the Frostlord. And so every 6-up is a mortal wound on Rodigus. That is 1 mortal wound on Rodigus, so 1 5-up ward.
4.
Oh yeah, 4 up on Rodigus, yeah.
So
And then we've got 10 dice from the other Beast Riders there, so 6s. That is 3 ward saves required from Rodigus. He takes 2, so he goes up to 7. 6. Let's shoot the Chain Trap at Rodigus as well. Misses. And the Harpoon Launcher misses as well. Of course they do. At the back there, we've got the Hunter. Hunter will shoot his crossbow into the other Grand Unclean one. 4 to hit. And 3 to wound. Wounds. No rend on the crossbow. D3 damage for 1. Take a wound. Alright, and so charges. We'll start off with the Mornfang Cavalry over here. They got an 8. So, bam. And bam. So we'll roll 8 dice for them. And it will be mortal wounds on 6s. Just 1 on Rodigus. Saved it. We'll go the Thundertouch Beast Riders here, charging. 6, so that'll get them in. So it'll be 6 dice, 4 ups will do mortal wounds from the monster. That'll be 5 mortal wounds.
takes 5.
And then we've got 2 of the Mornfangs, and they'll get in with a 9, nice. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. 6s do mortal wounds on these. Just for another 1. takes another. So he goes to 14 wounds taken. And so Frost Sabers are going to charge. They need a 6 to get in, thanks to the Hunter. 7, that'll see them in. And Hunter will charge as well. He'll spend a command point to reroll. Fails. So that's that for charges. So I'm going to Titanic Duel against Rodigus with my Frostlord, and then you're going to do your Avalanche of Flesh. Which you don't. So, cool. End of... I'll then also roar at you with my other one.
Oh, stomp.
Yeah. So, roar. I do. No command points for Rodigus this turn, and you're going to stomp my Frost Sabers. Which you do, so D3. For 8 mortal wounds. And so, Frostlord into Rodigus, his Frost Spear. He will be 2s to hit thanks to Titanic Duel. And then 2s to wound. Thanks to Finest Hour. So, you are +1 save, so that gets negated. Meaning you go to your base save.
Cool.
So 4 up save from Rodigus. Oh, that's 9 damage on him from the Frost Spear.
Who's that? 7.
8 and 9. 5 ups. He takes 3, so that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'll kill him.
And 2 back at you.
Yep, I will take 2 back. Alright, so the Great Unclean One then into the Frost Sabers. So 5 attacks.
3s.
All hit.
1 disease.
And then
3.
rend on these.
Rend 1.
Go straight through. I will use all their defense on them, so we're going to have a 6 up save. 4 of them, yeah?
4.
I saved 2 damage.
Damage 2.
So it's going to remove 2. Carry the wound over.
Ball blade.
The bow blade.
4.
All hit. Another disease, so that puts me up to 2. And then
3s.
Oh, just 1. Rend on the bow blade. It's 2.
Ball blade 1.
Oh, 1. So 6 up save. Nah, damage.
3.
That will wipe them out. Damn it. But you know what? Rodigus is dead. So 6. So Plague Bearers, 6 of them are in.
So 5s.
5s to hit. 1 disease.
It's not too bad. And 3.
So that's 4.
No rend.
There will currently be a 2 up with Finest Hour. Yeah, saved them all. But
And beast.
Beast. And then you put another disease on me, so that will put me up to 2. Beast of Nurgle, so -1 to hit. So 5.
1. 3.
Wounds. Rend.
1.
So 3 up. Saved.
Cool. D6.
4.
5 again.
Nothing. So end of the round, you'll get 3 disease points on my dude because I'll add 1 more. So 1. Cool. Taking over wounds, I go to 11.
Yeah.
I'll get a ward save against that, so I'm within an inch of that terrain now. So, which I fail anyway. So on the Mornfang as well, that have still got a disease lingering. Nothing. No. Cool. So Ogor Mawtribes, I killed a monster, bring it down, and I'm going to get the extra point because a monster did my bring it down as well. So I got 3 for that. I then control 1, 2, and I don't control more because you control 2. So that's going to put me on 5. And then I also brought down a monster, so I'm going to get 6 this turn. And so, priority for turn 3. Ogres got a 6. Oh, we got a 5. Ogres are going to take it, I think. This could be a little bit painful for the Nurgle. So, battle tactic for the turn. We're going to go Broken Ranks, picking the Beast of Nurgle, which is a battle line unit for you in this. And then I'm going to go Finest Hour on the Hunter up there. For my heroic action for the turn. What's your one going to be? So you're going heroic healing on the Great Unclean One. So 2d6. Heals d3. For 1. And I've got no magic, so into movement, and we'll come back after it's done. Right, so movements all done for the ogres. We ran these guys out onto the other objective over here, and then the ogres have moved across the table. Hunter moving up, so time for some shooting. So we're going to go with Frost Wreathed Ice from the Huskard here. Sorry, the Beast Riders rather, into the Beast of Nurgle. Every 6 is a mortal wound. That is 2 mortals onto the Beast of Nurgle. Takes both. And then the Chain Trap into the Beast of Nurgle as well. Misses, and the Harpoon Launcher hits. Wounds, no rends, so 1 armor save on the Beast of Nurgle.
5.
Fails, D3 damage for 2.
Save them both.
Save both. Then the 6 attacks from the Frostlord's Frost Wreathed Ice. Does nothing. Hunter will then shoot at the Beast of Nurgle as well. How many wounds does he have left?
He's taking 2, so 6.
Alright, so the Hunter will go with his Great Throwing Spear to begin with. Forced to hit, misses, and then his Harpoon Launcher misses as well. Charges. We'll start with the Beast Riders going in. That'll be a 10. So this may kill him straight up. So 10 4-ups to mortal wounds. That'll be 5 mortal wounds from the Beast Riders. Take 3. And we'll charge the Hunter in there as well. 6. So Hunter on 6s will do mortal wounds. Does 1 mortal wound to the Great Unclean One. Yep. And then we'll go the Mordfang Cavalry charging as well. 10, so they're going to get in. And then it'll be mortals on 6s from them. For 3 ward saves required on the Great Unclean One. Have 1. Right, so the Great Unclean One's going to hit the Mordfang Cavalry. So needing 3s to hit with your bell.
2.
2s now. Yep. Awesome. Hits with everything.
2 disease.
Yep, so I'll tick him up to 3.
3s.
2. I've got all out defense up, so these are going to be negatives on them.
1.
Negative 1. So I failed 1, damage 2, so 2 6-up wards. Failed both, so it's going to be 2. 1 of them has a wound left. Taking 5.
Cool. And hit on 2s again. 2 disease.
2 more, so it's 5.
3s. Oh, jeez. 3s.
3.
Round 1.
Round 1, so failed 2.
Damage 3.
Damage 3, so it's going to be 6 6-up wards. Failed 5, so it's going to leave this guy on 2 wounds remaining.
Cool.
And then
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sorry, mate.
15 attacks from those Nurglings. 2 6s and you knocked me out. Yeah, you got your 2 6s. Cool. And a lot of 5s too. And then 5s to wound. Nothing. So my Frostlord will go next into the Plague Bearers. Frostlord's going to go all out attack, so he's 2s to hit with his Frost Spear. Wow, only 1 hit. But he is now damage 4 thanks to rolling a 5 up this turn, finally. So 1 3-up wounds, negative 1. So 4 damage now on the Frost Spear. No, he kills 2. And the Colossal Tusk hitting on 2s. And wounding on... Yep, 2 wounds there. So negative 1, so these are 2d3 damage for 3 damage. Pass 2. Take 1 more, and then my punches and kicks, 2s and 3s. 2, no random damage 1. So 2 6-ups, followed by 5-ups. Take 1 more Plague Bearer. Plague Bearer is attacking, so 5s with negative 1. Oh, 2 disease.
2 disease, 3 hits.
That's a 3, that's not what I want.
3s, so 2.
2.
No rend.
No rend, so 1 save, 2 saves. And then the Hunter. So the Hunter into the ground unclean 1. 4 attacks, 3s to hit. And 2s to wound, thanks to Finest Hour. There's 2, no rend on the ground unclean 1.
Save 1.
Damage 2. And takes 2. Engulfing Blight. Hits. No wounds. And that's that. So, disease at the end of the turn. There are 3 on that Frostlord there. 2. Failed both. He's got a wound left. And then 7 on that Mournfang. So he's 6. So I need to pass 5, 6 up wards here. Nowhere near. He's dead. And so we control the board. So we're going to get the 1, 2 more. We then got both sets of objectives. So we go to 5. We then completed our battle tactic for 6, 7. And then also did our battle tactic with a monster for 8. So 8 points this turn for the Ogor Mawtribes. Going into Maggotkin of Nurgle's turn 3. Alright, battle tactic for the turn. You're going to go slay the Warlord. And then I'm going to go with my heroic action on my Frostlord. I'm going to try and generate a command point with him. He does, so he's got heroic leadership. What are you going to do?
Trying to heal that ground clean 1.
So, command point, just can't heal. Nope. No. Nurgle are bad generals, we've learnt this game. Alright, so you're going to try and Plague Wind my
7.
Frostlord. Goes off. So you put a disease point on all 3 because I'm deeper than the back of his base. He's able to go shunk down on these 3.
He heals D3.
Yep. Heals 2.
Cool. So he goes to 3. He's got 3 wounds.
And then...
Okay. He's going to take a wound.
Yep.
To give him +1.
For an Arcane Bolt.
Yep.
Just try and get rid of me. Yep. And then end of the turn, I'm assuming you're going to make me roll a 6 up.
Yeah.
But first of all, we got Flaming Weapons down here.
Yep.
Goes off. And then Mystic Shield on him as well.
Yeah. 1.
Goes off. Alright, end of the turn, you're going to make me take a mortal wound, aren't you?
Yeah.
Try and kill my general. 6 up ward or I'm dead. I'm not dead yet. Bring it. So, movement, it's just this guy moving up. And then shooting, he's going to try and vomit at the Hunter.
So D6 attacks.
2.
2. 3s.
And
2s.
Rend.
3.
3, so just go straight 3 damage.
2.
Oh, take 4. Yeah. And then after that, charges. So we just got the Great Unclean one here trying to make a big charge. 7, that's not going to be enough, I don't think, because that's in the way.
Reroll it.
Reroll it. 12 will do it though. So he's going to go la 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 la. Cool. Monster reactions. Alrighty, so we're going to you're going to Titanic Duel here because you're in 3 of my general. My general will roar at him. Oh no. General will Titanic Duel you back, and then I'm going to roar with him at your dude. And you're going to use Mountain of Loathsome Flesh on the Hunter. So Mountain, 2 up. 2. It's 4 mortals, isn't it?
Yep.
So he's just gone. And then I'm going to try and roar you over here on a 3. No, so you can use command abilities. Ew, this could be painful. You get to partner and attack first.
Cool. Go for it.
So he's going to use all that attack, which negates my negative. So he's now going to be at +1 to hit.
So 3s.
So 3s to hit with that sword.
2 disease.
2 disease, puts me up to 5.
3s again.
2.
2.
Rend on this. I'm using all that defense, by the way.
Rend 2.
So Rend 2. So these are 2s, 3s, 4s. Save 1, damage.
4. 5 actually, because it's flame weapon.
Oh yeah, 5. So 6s. I passed 2, but no, go down. Alrighty, so we piled in with the Beast Riders. We're going to attack the Plague Bearers. Punches and kicks, 4s to hit. And 4 Forced to wound, 2 wounds, no rend, damage 1 on the plague bearers. Both hit. And 1 damage through. The colossal tusks, 2 hits. And 1 wound. -1 on the plague bearers, so D3 damage for 2. 2 more damage on the plague bearers. So 4 plague bearers back into the beast riders. -1 to hit.
1 hit then.
1 wound.
No rend.
Failed it. Take the wound, so I go to 4, and then I tuck up to 4 disease points at the end, so you got 4 dice on me for disease. 2. And so I take another 2. Let's go to 6. So you will get your battle tactic for the turn for 2. You did it with a monster for an extra 1, and then you actually control 1 now. So you've got 4 points for the turn. And you actually killed a monster as well, so you get 5 for the turn. So it is 6 points the difference in the game. And we are going into priority for turn 4. So Ogres, got a 2. Nurgle, got a 2. You went last, which means I get to break ties. So I think I'm going to take the turn here. We'll work it out in a sec. So yeah, after some thinking, Ogres will take the turn. Start of the hero phase, we've got the Everwinter rule. So each enemy unit, we now roll a dice. That is less than the current battle round. So each enemy unit within 3 inches of any of our units will now take D3 mortal wounds. Sorry, that was just for the plague bearers. So the plague bearers will take D3 mortal wounds. They take 1 mortal wound on the plague bearers. Cocked. They take 1, so it kills another 1. And then on the Great Unclean will take D3 for 2 mortal wounds on the Great Unclean one there. He takes 1. That's it for our hero phase though. We've got no heroes left, so it's just Everwinter, so going into movement. Alright, so movement is all done. We just moved our units over there. We're going to complete our battle tactic, which was Savage Spearhead, 2 units in enemy territory. And so we've got the 2 units in enemy territory from Savage Spearhead. We then will get 1, 2, and more, because we control those 3. And we then got our battle tactic for 5, and then we get the extra point for controlling the 2 across the table for another 6. Magic-wise, for the Maggotkin of Nurgle, their battle tactic, they're going to go Conquer, picking an enemy objective to grab. And then, so, he's going to go Flaming Weapons on himself for a 5. Gets it, and then Mystic Shield on himself. Gets it as well. Other Great and Clean one has nothing to cast, really, so we'll go into movement, and we'll come back after it's all done. Alrighty, so end of the movement phase. What has happened? So, Great and Clean one's moved down. He summoned up some Nurglings. Taking that objective, the Plague Bearers auto-ran down here, but as you've moved your big dude here, I redeployed and just got enough to get onto the mystical terrain that is the forest there. Shooting. He's next. Great and Clean one, he might be in. So, Great and Clean one's going to shoot. He's got D6 shots. For 6. Cool, go for it.
3s.
Nothing I can do, I've got no all that defense.
3s.
3 hits.
2s.
Rend.
3.
Which, I think they go straight through. So damage.
2 each.
That's going to kill the Beast Riders. I've got 6 up ward from Mystical. Actually, no. Sorry, because I couldn't redeploy. Because I don't have a hero, so don't know why I did that. So, no, I will remove my model. Alright, so it does make it a 12-inch charge now into the Mournfang. If he lands this, though, it's big. Reroll, might as well. Oh, so close, but no cigar. We'll count up points and see whether you can actually catch me. So it is going to come down to priority. Ogres. Got a 5. Got a 5. However, you went second, so I'm going to get the turn. We're going to work this out because this is going to be real tight. Alrighty, we've done some working out. So I have 1 play. I'm going to lose on a minor loss or try and win it with a strategy. So we're going to try and win it. So we're going to go Conquer, picking this objective down here. And let's see if we can get on there. Alrighty, so I've moved my Mournfang Cav. He's now going to go for a redeploy. You need to roll a 2. 6, so that means Big dude. Takes my objective off me. Now I need to make a charge into those plague bearers. So, Mournfang Cavalry to charge. 8. So, impact hits from the Mournfang for 6s. Nothing. You can unleash hell if you want with your Great and Clean one there.
Yeah, what? So
D6 shots. 3.
So it's he's on a 4 now.
Yeah, because -1 from unleash hell.
So 1 and 2.
Does it? Damage?
2 and 3.
Yep, so it's just going to go straight through. So I've taken 4 wounds on this unit now. So, pile in, we might as well go with all out attack. Because we actually don't want to take any more disease. So we hit with everything. Wound once, -1, damage 3. So 3 damage. Take 3.
That's 1 dead.
Then we've got the tusks. Alrighty, so we've now got the tusks. These are 3s to hit. And 3s to wound. Wow, that is going to be 10 damage because I had damage 2 on the charge.
Yeah, man. Yep. Any random?
Yeah, range 1, so it's just a ward straight through. That's why it's 10, so yeah, they're gone. So, end of turn, I will score 1 objective. My battle tactic, so I'll score 3. And so, we've just done the math. Even with a broken range, doing with a monster, the maximum amount of points he has available to him on the table is 8. He is currently 9 points down, so it'll be an Ogor Mawtribes victory in turn 5. Good game, man. That was tight. That looked like it was going to be real one-sided for a long while, and the Ogres just eked out. Well, that's it for the end of the video. We hope you enjoyed. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already, you can come and join our Discord server and come chat with me and other members of our fun little community over there. You'll find a link in the description of the video. Lastly, if you'd like to help support the channel, you can do so by going and joining either our Patreon or YouTube members. Both of them have descriptions and links in the video's description. And we would like to give a shout out to everyone who does support via Patreon and YouTube members. Thanks to our Patreons, Christian Weir, James Soren, Greenskins Gaming, AJC, Kenny Lowe, Outer and Shot First, Andrew Bowen, Nathan Fee, The Rising Ape, Q Dynamic, Agu, Anthony B, Anton Nilsson, JJ Austrian, Average Wargamer, Domir, Mark Harvey, James Cater, and Samuel. And thanks to our YouTube members, Green Roots Gaming, Kenton Young, Crystal Rollis, Ronya, Vinny, Lockloric, The Johnny84, David Ellsworth, Revenar, Wolfric Nick, Broken Shelf, and Ariana Edwards. Lastly, a special shout out to Lady Witch Fox Art, who does all the amazing artwork for our channel, and 2X Morphic, who does all the background work on our Discord server. Thank you all for watching once again. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the Grey. Ciao for now.